Hi guys and welcome to my channel. It's been so long. I've been super busy with work and uni and moving back to my parents' house and everything, and I haven't been able to upload a lot recently. My last video was about a month ago and it was a kind of reading update. I will link it in the description. And today I'm here with the book haul and I want to show you all the books I got since my last book haul, which was a long time ago because I have here books that I bought when I was in Berlin and I came back at the end of July. So I'm gonna start with those, then show you some other books I got recently, as well as a bunch of books I got for really cheap at a book fair, and I'm really excited to show you all of this. So the first books I have are these two books. This one is called Liberty and it's by Virginia Woolf, and this one is called Depression by William Styron. This is basically some excerpts from the vintage mini classics. I haven't managed to read them yet, but I definitely will. I was just attracted by the titles because these are both things that are very dear to me and I'm really curious about those. I will let you know my thoughts when I have read them. Oh yeah, I also got a bunch of Kindles, which you will just see when I read them, and I will mention them at that time. Then next books I also got in Berlin in my favorite bookshop called Dussmann. It's a gigantic bookshop with a very big floor with only books in English. It has also some great book merch. Anyway, I got The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. I think I've already mentioned it on this channel because I've read it and loved it. If you don't know what this is about, it's basically the story of Molly, who has a twin sister, but they're really different. Her twin sister is a lesbian and gets a girlfriend, and meanwhile Molly is dealing with anxiety and the fact that she has also body issues, and it's a really cute coming of age story and I would definitely recommend it. It's by the same author than Simon vs. the Homo sapiens Agenda, and it's just as good. The next book I have here, also already mentioned it on this channel I believe because I've already read it. It's Gikerella by Ashley Poston. It's a Cinderella retelling, as the title suggests, and it's also really great. It deals with nerds and Comic-Con and stuff like that. It's absolutely adorable. Now this was the books I got in Berlin, and there's also a bunch of books obviously that I got since I came back, and the first one I have here is Postcards from the Age by Carrie Fisher. This is one of her fiction books. I'm planning to read it because I'm going to work on The Princess Diaries for my new thesis this year, and I'm really excited to read it because I love what I've already read by Carrie Fisher, and I'm really curious to read what she has to say in this book. Next book I have is a book in French. Wow, it's like I never buy books in French anyway. This is Suite Française by Irène Nemirovsky. It's a historical fiction that takes place during World War II. As you can see, I already started it. I basically started it in August and haven't touched it ever since, but I heard it was really great and I really want to finish it. And it could be also great that I read some books in French at some point because I seem to be only reading books in English, which is good, but you know, I'm French, should also read books in French. The next book I have here is a very new release. It's Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, which I have also already started, as you can see. I bought it in Shakespeare and Company last week. I got it stamped. I just came in the shop last Friday and I was like, where is the book? Looking everywhere, they didn't have it stored with the other John Green books, so I just went to see bookseller and was like, they have John Green's new book, and she was like, is it published already? I was like, it was published last Tuesday, because of course I knew that. So she went to get it for me and she got a bunch of other copies, and now I've started it last week, but I have to read some books for uni, so I didn't have time to really pick it up again. I'm really excited about this book because I've been waiting for John Green's book forever, and I heard that this was dealing with a main character who has anxiety, and I read a really good review about it, so I'm really excited to complete this book, and I hope I like it just as much as I like the other John Green books. Next book I have here is a comic book. It's actually in French. The title would translate as The Blank Page, and it's the story about a girl who wakes up one day. I mean, she just comes back to consciousness in the street and she has no memory whatsoever of who she is and what she is doing here, and it just deals with identity. It has really cute drawings and it's a really nice story. It's written and illustrated by two French authors called Boulet and Penelope Bagieux. I really love her other comics, which is why I got this one, and it was really lovely. I believe it's been translated to Italian and German. I'm not entirely sure, but I would definitely recommend it anyway. Now, onto the book I got for really cheap. I basically got 5 books for 10 euros at this fair thing that was happening next to my house, and I saw that they had a very old copy of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by Rowling, and of course I had to get it, even though I already have like a bunch of copies of it. I just didn't want to buy this edition, and then I saw they had it and it's like really good shape, so I just, bought it because it was 2 euros, so couldn't resist. Then I have this huge copy of Hall of Giants by Ken Follett, which I have been eyeing forever. I mean, I just love this copy. It's so big and like amazing. Yeah, I haven't read this yet. I've read other books by Ken Follett and absolutely loved them. I mean, this copy full price is maybe like 30 euros or something, which is why I never got it. And like the girl's like, you can just give me like 10 euros for the whole books. And I was like, of course I'm getting this one. It's a non-fiction taking place at the beginning of the 20th century, I believe. I haven't started it yet. I will definitely let you know my thoughts when I read it. I also actually bought the sequel, which is just paperback, like mass market paperback edition, but I don't care. I just really want to know this story because I love historical fiction. So the sequel is called Winter of the Word, and I'm also really excited to read it, but I have to read this one first, obviously, and also all other books that I have to read anyway. I also got this copy of The Bell by Iris Murdoch because I heard about this author. I believe I studied some text by her a few years ago. Never really read anything by her, just was curious. I have no idea what the book is about, but I was curious. It was cheap. I decided to buy it. And finally, I have The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I actually already bought another book by him at the very same book fair a bunch of years ago. It was 11 hours. And I haven't read it yet, but I heard this was very popular and he was a really great author, so I will definitely check out his books at some point. Now that I have 2 of them, maybe this will give me a bit more motivation. Anyway, that's it for today. That was all the books I had to show you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe to my channel. And I guess I'll see you around. Bye!